So here I am in Inverness now. So I moved on from Edinburgh. I came to Inverness a couple of days ago. Spent the night at a friend's house just outside Inverness near the town of Ness. And yesterday we did the whole of the Loch Ness. We drove around the whole 22 miles of Loch Ness and stopping off every now and again to look at some of the noteworthy places. I didn't take any videos, took lots and lots of photos. I've got one more day in Inverness. I'm stood in front of the castle now. So I've got one day in Inverness before I move on to Fort William tomorrow. So I'm going to explore the town. I've got a few things I want to go and see. Hopefully I might see some dolphins today, but I don't think it's that regular that people see them, but who knows, we'll go and have a look anyway. So here we are in sunny Inverness, would you believe it? It's a quite nice day today. It's windy, but the sun is out, so at least it's not raining. But we're in Scotland, so that will change at any time now. I'm walking through what appears to be some kind of social housing estate. I've just come away from the River Ness, and I'm heading towards a nature reserve. Apparently I will possibly see lots of birds and maybe even some dolphins if I'm lucky. But I'm heading up there. It's about a 20-minute walk. I think I'm on the right path. It's just basically straight all along here. It's been alright so far in Inverness. Today I went to a museum. That was my first stop. That was closed. So went for a coffee at a place called Blend, which was nice. Lots of vegan options in there. I just had a Americano. It was £2 for Americano, which was a good price. And they'd also got a little library in there where you could just take a book. So I had a look and I found a book which sounded interesting. Geek Love. So I got that for free. So that was a bargain. £2 for a coffee, including a book. And as I've been walking over here, just before I came off the River Ness, I found a charity shop and I picked up a book about the girl in Schindler's List, the girl in the red coat. So I've got some reading for my travels, which is good. Some books for a couple of quid. So I think I'm heading in the right direction. I looked at Google Maps a while ago and it basically said just keep walking straight along this road. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I reckon I'm probably about 10 minutes walk away now. So I'm about 5 minutes away from Merkinch Local Nature Reserve, which is where I'm heading. But I've just passed this place called Carnock Point, which is the point where the Ness, which is just there, actually meets the sea. So I thought I'd come here and just sit down and admire the views. So I've never had this before, so let's see what it's like. Taste the Dr. Pepper, but also the berries as well. It's yeah, I could get used to that. Got a minute as far as the Caledonian Canal, which is the waterway through the Great Glen. Not managed to see any dolphins. I wasn't really expecting to be honest. But it has been a nice walk. I came from right up there where the bridge is, walked all the way around here. And now I think I'm going to head, I'm going to walk alongside the Caledonian Canal for about an hour, which will lead me to the Botanical Gardens, and that's going to be my next step. Seriously, what is wrong with people? There are signs when you walk into the saying don't let your dogs foul this place, and that there are cameras and that people will be fined if they let their dogs foul around here. And it's just, you know, we're in such a beautiful place and people just don't give a shit, do they? I mean, yesterday we were at Loch Ness and we pulled in because there was a great viewpoint over the loch, and I was going to take some photos, and right next to this little pull, this little lay-by, there's bins right there, and someone had dumped a bag of concrete, but right next to the bin there was a couple of plastic bottles, iron brew can, and right in front of the bin, which was there for plastic and cans. And you know, it's almost like people were doing it deliberately. It's like, you know, there's a bin right here, but instead we're going to throw it on the floor in this most amazing, beautiful place. You're just going to deliberately ruin it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, literally 20 yards away from what I've just began filming. There you go. And it's like, you know, some people are just twats, aren't they?
People are twats!
So as you can see, I've just made it to the Botanical Gardens. It took me about an hour walking down the canal to get here. Luckily, it's not rained, otherwise I would have got extremely wet because I was out exposed in the open. I've got here, I've got basically like half an hour before it closes, so I'm going to have to be quick. Let's take you inside. So this is the first building, it's the tropical house. Look at that. Smells amazing. The camera might get steamed up in here because it's very warm. Now which way do I go? Okay, first impressions are that I'm going to really like this place because there's some amazing plants and it looks fairly huge. There's waterfalls and koi carp and everything in there. So I'm going to have an explore. So I've just come out of the tropical gardens, and I'm now in this area which is called the Grow Project, which helps people with learning disabilities and gets them into gardening and stuff, and it's really, really cool. Obviously it's one of these projects that relies a lot on funding, but it's a really amazing space, and it's a really cool botanical gardens actually. It's a beautiful place. The tropical gardens are inside really nice, but outside there's loads of medicinal plants, herbs and spices and all kinds of flowers, and there's cactus, and yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad I actually walked all this way to have a look at it. It is closing down in about 10 minutes, so I do have to make my way out of it. It's a short visit, but here we go. The Grow Project Gardens, created and maintained with love and pride by adults with learning disabilities for the interest and enjoyment of all our visitors. Excellent. Definitely worth a visit. So this is the cactus house, so I'm just going to slowly walk around here. I'm impressed with this place. It's really well maintained, and the plants look in excellent condition. There's some amazing ones to look at. Look at these guys. Mexico. A little cacti from Mexico. Oh, I thought someone was walking towards me then, but it's just me. At some point someone's going to come and tell me that I have to leave because they are closing in about 5 minutes. So that's the cacti garden. I'm going to take you a walk around the tropical garden. This is my favourite. So much diversity in here. Can't really tell you much about any of these plants or where they're from because I've not had time to explore. I just had to kind of come in and walk around very quickly, but just visually it's incredible. It's very warm in here. It smells absolutely amazing. These guys. There's a member of staff outside who's about to come in and tell me to clear off. So I have to cut this one short. It's a shame because this is the most interesting part for me. See if I can kind of hide out of the way. I've got koi carp in there. smells amazing and the colours so vivid. Oh, now we got attacked by a plant there. Take it upstairs. I think I managed to actually show you around the whole place without getting kicked out. Should be a please mind your head sign up there. So yeah, Botanical Gardens. I would say it's definitely worth a visit if you're in Inverness. Like these ones. And there we go. Done. Yes, that was cool. I enjoyed that. That was worth the walk. And I need to try and find my way to get out now. I'm going to, excuse me, my next stop is a cemetery. So I'll see you there. So I've just left the Botanical Gardens, which, as you saw, was very colourful and vibrant and full of life. And now I'm here in Tomnahurich. I'm going to have to look on my phone because I can't remember the name of the place. Tomnahurich something. Let's have a look. Tomnahurich Cemetery, and it looks huge. It goes on. I walked past it earlier without realising this was the place I was wanting to visit, but it's a cemetery that goes right up to the top of this hill. I'm not sure whether there's a cemetery up there as well, but that's what I'm going to go and find out. Apparently we may even see some wild deer in here, so I've just read on the internet. So didn't get to see any dolphins, but who knows, we may get to see some deer. So let's do it. So it's my final day in Inverness, which, to be honest, my first impressions of Inverness were not that great. I had a brief walk around the town centre. It was Saturday afternoon, and every pub you walk past there were a bunch of guys outside smoking, already looking very, very drunk and not causing any trouble. But oh, I've just seen a deer. There's 2 deers. Wow. Oh, I didn't get it on film. But the person on Google was telling the truth. There are deer running around this place. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, the town centre I'm not really that impressed with the town centre. It was just like any other town centre, to be honest. But yesterday I spent, let's see if you can see the deer, I spent the whole day going around Loch Ness with my friends, so I can see the deer. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get them. They're probably just going to run away, obviously, when I do that. Yep, there she goes. Don't know if you can catch that. I'll get up further. Yep. There's loads of them. There's one through there, just running away. Yeah, so I'm going to keep filming this way, and then hopefully we might spot something. Yeah, the town centre is nothing to write home about, really. Not much to do there, just a typical town centre. But as I said, yesterday I went to Loch Ness, and with my friends we drove around the whole Ness, all 22 miles of it, and it was amazing. We kept getting out and, you know, taking photos and going to see waterfalls, and, you know, we went stopped off in a cafe, and it was just a great day. The views are incredible. You know, people, you might think Loch Ness is it's one of these touristy places, but there's a reason why it's a touristy place. It's because it's so bloody beautiful. But yeah, so today I thought, got a full day in Inverness, not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but you know what, I've actually had a really good day. That's one. God damn it. Wow, there's loads. I've just spotted about 3, 4, 5, 6 just run away from me. Yeah, so I've had a great day today. Walked up to the nature reserve, picked up a couple of books in the town, walked up to the nature reserve, walked alongside the canal, which brought me to the Botanical Gardens, which was great. And then I've just found this place, and this is awesome. I mean, I've got to literally, I think it's about a 17-minute walk. This road at some point is going to start going uphill because I need to get up there. So I need to get moving because I want to get it done before I lose the light. And after here, I'm going to go to the Ness Islands before I start making my way back towards the town centre. Maybe I'll be able to pick up with the deer at the top. Maybe I might see them running around up there. But yeah, so after initial first impressions that Inverness was, you know, I mean, it's not a great town, but I suppose it's a place where you come to explore, you know, just what's around the town. And what is around the town is just stunning. You know, you can literally go off in any direction and just end up in the most amazing, beautiful places. To be honest, I know when I was coming up to Scotland, I was very ignorant. I thought Edinburgh and Glasgow and that was it. I didn't even know how beautiful Scotland was. So yeah, I'd been well impressed. And last day here today, and then I move on to Fort William for 3 nights. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to carry on now and head my way up to the top. I hope I've not missed the turn because I can't see how this road's actually going up. But I've not missed anything, I don't think. I'm certainly not climbing up there. So, right, maybe I'll see you at the top. Almost there, I think. Right, so I think I'm on top of the hill. Not going there. So, yeah, as I thought, second chance. Managed to find some stairs that about halfway up that took me right to the top, so it was shorter but much steeper, hence my amount of breath. I guess that's where the road would have brought me up, at the other side of there. So let's have a look then. (1862). Thought they'd be quite old. 1870. Get my breath back. I'm hoping at some point, somewhere around here, there'll be a viewpoint, and not just another cemetery. Oh, the stairs. There's some stairs going up there. And from the as I was approaching, I did see some of these crosses and monuments overlooking the city, so maybe from here we might get a decent view. Let's have a look. Right at the other end there are some people sat on a bench and people stood up, so maybe that's the best place for the viewpoint. But while I'm here, that's what I love about travel. So I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do or where I was going to be this morning. When you find these places, and sometimes you feel like you're the only person in the world. Okay, so that's where I've just come from. That's the Botanical Gardens down there. So it's quite high up here, but you see the mountains in the distance, covered in snow. Thankfully we've not had any of that over here. And I'm just going to walk around here and see what this is all about. yeah, it's not the greatest view from up here. Lots of construction going on. You see where they've chopped down the trees so that people can see these things from below. Oh, he's happy to see us. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a second, and I'll see you at the other side. Okay, so I've just walked across the cemetery, and now we're coming to the side, which I think, as I thought earlier, the views look a bit better over here. Hey. So, as I expected, the view was better over there. You could see the castle and pretty much the whole of Inverness. There's a couple of girls there who were just enjoying a crafty jazz cigarette and a beer. Nice place for it, to be honest. Quiet, overlooking the city. So I thought I'd lead them to it. I thought I'd probably freak them out. Some weird guy with a action cam who's filming them whilst they're smoking a gin. So that was my friend did that. Next up, Ness Islands. So I just come out of the cemetery and I'm heading to Ness Gardens, which is a 20-minute walk away. Basically just walking through council estate. Could be, actually it looks quite nice. I was saying it could be like the Manor or the Overthorn or something in Sheffield, but actually it looks quite nice, but pretty sure they don't get many tourists around here. So yeah, it's a 20-minute walk. I think this is the main road coming up now. I turn right here and then head straight pretty much all the way, and that will take me to Ness Gardens, and that will be my last bit of exploring for today. And I'm going to go back to the hostel and see if I can put all this into some kind of coherent vlog. So here we are, main road, and I'm going that way. So this is the second of the two Ness Islands. They're both really small. You can walk around them both, I reckon, in about 10-15 minutes. But they're very nice, very peaceful. There's no one here, an occasional jogger, cyclist. Just about hear the cars on the other side. Some nice houses on that side, but pretty much dog walkers, joggers, cyclists, and the sound of the river and the birds. Yeah, it's a very peaceful place. It's very nice. I like it. I'm glad I came. And this at some point is going to take me over onto the other side of the Ness River. Okay. And that's where I'm going to make my way home. In fact, that might be the castle in the distance over there. It's probably another 20 minutes walk or something. I've not looked at the maps as to which direction I need to go in once I get to the other side. I reckon it'll be about 20 minutes and then I'll be back at the hostel. Get some food, maybe grab a couple of beers. Not going out tonight. I've barely been out in Scotland. I'm doing everything on the cheap. So just eating in the hostel, drinking in the hostel. It's a nice place, friendly people, cosy. It's not a party hostel at all. Bazpackers it's called, just next to the castle pub, overlooks the castle. And it's that's where I'm going to head now and have a chilled out evening. Hope you enjoy watching. Click subscribe, that's what I'm supposed to say at the end of these videos, so enjoy.